Hi everyone, Matthew here. Um, that was my son. Um, I am going to try and, in the spirit of innovation, do a video for my discussion board. And Dr. Moore, if you really see that this is not appropriate for this, I will write this out if you want me to. I just thought I'm my brain is fried, and I wanted to change the pace. So I wanted to talk about instruction, as that is our topic this week. Whoops. Um, See, my brain is not working very well. Designing the instructional strategy. I took EDET. What was it? 709 in the spring. We did a lot of this and a lot of thinking about. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Hold on, bud. Can you go ask mom, please? We did a lot of thinking about instructional strategies, and we really dug into instructional strategies in a big way, and that was really cool. That was really interesting. Actually, to tell you the truth, the level at which I feel like I've missed out. Actually, I feel like I've missed out a lot on instructional theory. We do a lot of great things here. A lot of great curriculum theory, a lot of great instructional theory too. But man, I could take about 15 more classes in instructional theory and curriculum theory. And that's why this was kind of cool for me. This really digs into what. Sorry, my textbook does that. This really digs into what I truly enjoy about education. Those finer points that we get to explore at these high levels of learning within education. So it's really fun for me. But I want to particularly the difference in sequencing was really fascinating. Of course, we in 709 we looked at lots of methodologies and lots of strategies, and uh, that was probably one of the most worthwhile classes I've ever taken. And I'm actually using a lot of what I learned there for my dissertation. The effects of authentic learning on workplace writing. So anyway, the Posner and Strike sequencing schemes I wanted to unpack just a little bit. Although the others make a lot of sense to me. And they're absolutely important, and I think that I'm hoping that other people get into other things, because this is so much fun to talk about, and you can really dig into this a lot. So, identifiable prerequisite, that much is what we do, right? It's scaffolding. It's sequencing for transfer of knowledge to new contexts so that we can apply those things in a new way, right? The difficulty, well, I'm going to skip familiarity right real quick. Difficulty teach the less difficult before the more difficult. It's a really interesting one, because although I completely understand it, I also um, understand the benefits of um, of digging into things, um, and practicing things. When I taught middle school, I taught um, exactly the same way that I would teach my college students about how to analyze literature. You take a belief, you support it with evidence, and then you connect it to the theory, or you connect it to um, the thesis of your work. And it's the same exact thing. In fact, I even use the same structure, the same written structure to teach them how to write a written response. And what this did was it offered my younger students, my middle school students, an opportunity um, to practice what scholars in the field do. So, of course, it was from a scholar academic perspective, and there's other ways that can be done um, through learner-centered theory and social efficiency and social reconstructionism. Um, but the um, oh, sorry. So the difficult can absolutely be taught. Um, uh, just to throw a kind of wrench into things. Um, so familiarity, though, it says begin with the most familiar information and then progress to the most remote. Teach about animals in the surrounding area before teaching about mammals of another country. So this is interesting to me because it talks or it necessitates the needs assessment, like that we've been doing um, this whole time. You know, taking um, actual people and figuring out what they need. But I wanted to talk real quick about a um, an educator. He's a YouTube educator, actually, and his name is Derek Mueller, and he.
This will revolutionize education. Nope.
This guy is he's got his doctorate in physics education, and so he has taken instructional technology to a really interesting place. Up until Mueller, there was not a lot on the efficacy of video lectures and things like that. And then he found that presenting students with a misconception first, and then presenting them, and then addressing that misconception. And he does this in a lot of his videos. I believe I'm gonna try and post this as well, this video as well. Um, it actually might be in this one. I should have found this better. I think it is this one. Anyway, I'll watch it and find out. Figure that out. But he talks about he does this with a bunch of different things, and he finds that by presenting the misconception first, um, after the lesson is taught and the misconception is fixed, um, students score much higher on post tests. Um, and so that's interesting to me because the familiarity can absolutely be helpful in this case, or it can be damaging. And if it's not fixed, then that misconception can be taken down the road. I'll give a misconception, an example of this. A let's see, a a paragraph has to have 3 points and um, has to have 3 major points and transitions and a topic sentence and a concluding sentence and so forth. So the way I might present it to my students is how or what is a paragraph supposed to have? How long is it supposed to be? What are the ingredients of a paragraph? That kind of thing. And almost all the time I will I'll get that same list somewhere in there. Hi, honey. Let me
Hi,
record this,
Daddy.
please. Thank you. So sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so the paragraph will have all those ingredients, right? But the only thing really that a paragraph needs is a complete idea at its most basic level, right? Um, uh, uh, and then beyond that, it should have basically an overview and then development. Call it topic sentence, and then the paragraph should be developed. How it's developed can be done in literally infinite ways. If you anyway, so I've done that exact thing, and their writing at the end of the lesson tends to be much richer. It tends to flow really well. It's beautiful writing. Still contains the same information, but it's beautiful writing. Anyway, so lots of good stuff happening this week with instructional stuff. Let's see if I think there was something else. Oh yeah, prescriptions for instructional strategies. That was interesting. Noticed that was from our module before. There were a few other things, but I'll wrap this up. I know I'm way over my time anyway, so thank you so much. And again, Dr. Moore, like I said, if I need to write this out, I can definitely do that. I just thought I would try something new. So thanks.